Hello, my little pumpkins. It's time for Tamara's Lunchbox. What spooky food do we have today? How did you like the new intro? Were you spooked? It's spooky season. Welcome to Tamara's Lunchbox, Tuesday edition. It's time to eat. Ruffles cheddar sour cream. I know that's kind of spooky. Well, they're orange, so they're spooky. Mountain Dew. Looks like we have a sandwich. With that bread I like. Turkey and... Oh, I was about to say. There's my mayonnaise. I was about to say, I don't have any mayonnaise. Okay. So how's your Tuesday going? Is it going good? Mine's pretty good. It's been a pretty good morning. I slept really good last night. Sunday night, I didn't sleep all that well. I kept waking up hot or cold. Couldn't get together. So I was a little unhappy. Okay. So I was tired yesterday. And then we went to Luke's game, and which that was early. Supposed to have been earlier because they were trying to beat the rain. And then we ended up being a ref short. So they were trying to wait around and see if a ref was going to show up, and he didn't. So and then so it took a little bit to get the game going, but that was okay. It wasn't too bad. I don't know how many turkey slices I have. That's enough. Okay. The split between the two. Which way does this go? It goes that way, doesn't it? No? Guess it's gonna have to go that way. I don't know which way to go with it. But anyway, so we got home a little earlier than sometimes when we go to soccer games. So I didn't cook last night, so this is why we have a sandwich today. But I am cooking tonight. No, I'm not. I'm not cooking tonight. We were having these. I'm off schedule. But anyway, forgot where I was talking about. So we got home earlier, so we're trying to get caught up on DVR because we are behind again. And the kids had already seen the movie called Hocus Pocus. Me and Brian have not. We were not of that, I guess, generation that people watched it. I don't know. So I'd never seen the movie. Now, I knew who the characters were. I mean, the witches, I'd seen them, but the people in the actual movie, no, I didn't know anything about them. I just knew the witches because of things I'd seen, t-shirts or just the movie stuff. Well, a friend at work kept on me. You gotta watch that movie. You gotta watch that movie. Fine. So I gave in. Last year, I watched Halloween for the first time. Or the year before that. Whenever it was, I watched that. Halloween's just not, you know. I was just never big on the movies. I'm just a little scaredy cat. So, I assume we'll watch that kind of stuff. Not like Chucky. And like I've told you before, I knew who Freddy was. I knew who the characters were. I just never watched the movies. So, I tell her, we have to watch Hocus Pocus. Like I said, Luke wasn't quite home yet. He was on his way, but not there yet. But she said, we've already seen it. And I was like, oh, okay. And she said, I'm not watching it. Okay. So, I watched it, but to be very honest, my one and only time. I don't know. I just didn't. It was okay. It's not a bad movie. But it's not anything that I would watch over and over. I've seen it. Moving on. But it did get me to thinking about a little intro to the videos. I was like, I could do something for the month of October, Halloween. Since I keep telling y'all every day it's spooky season. And I am still mad that It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, will not be on TV. Again this year. It said something about PBS October 24th, which is a Sunday. I don't know. I don't know if that's so or not, so. But I was reading on it, and last year, it had been on cable TV, well, not really cable TV, but your local channels, ABC, CBS, or one of the, you know, every year for 5 decades. 5. And Apple wants to take it and move it to their stuff. Now, I know there's a lot of Apple users out there. I'm not knocking you. I use what kind of product you want. I don't care. But don't mess with my Charlie Brown. Okay? I'm going to need that back. I don't have Apple TV. I don't have Apple products. They're just not my thing. I'm a Samsung girl. An Android user. Come at me if you want, but it's what I like. I'm not hurting anybody. So, the good news is, my parents do have it on DVD. So, we have all of them. So, I can watch them anytime I want. But the point is, there's something about it being on TV. But I think, from what I was reading, they caught so much backlash from it last year that they put it on PBS. I didn't know Apple and PBS had anything to do with each other, but whatever. I tell you, you don't know who is part of who no more. Do we? Nope. We don't. Yeah, it's just aggravating because you're taking it from the generation that enjoys it and it has always been on TV. And you got people still alive that liked it and don't know how to use a cell phone. So remember that too. Everybody don't know how to stream stuff. But it's just the way of the world. It's how everything happens. And I'll be honest with you, it makes you feel old. Because it's just, why can't you, what is the harm? That's the part I guess I don't understand is, why can't Apple still make their money and it's on a local channel? Why can't they do that? Work something out. So, anyway, my rant's over for the day. I'm not going to continue to fuss about it because it won't do any good. But, just to let you know where I stand. That's where I stand on it. Okay, here's my second half. Look at that shaking. Golly, that's my left hand. Okay, let's do this one. That's not even better. I don't know why my hands are shaking. And were you affected by the Instagram and Facebook blackout yesterday? On October 4th? I wasn't. I hardly get on those anymore. I get so tired of seeing people's opinion on everything. It just gets on my nerves, so I just choose not to go on it. There's been many a times I just sit there and say, I'm just going to delete it. But I'll never do it. I never do get rid of it. But there have been times it has crossed my mind. They were talking about it on the radio this morning. It's such an addiction. And people found out yesterday how addicted they were to it. Because they couldn't get on it. How many times they checked it? It's not working. Now, some of that could have been for the fact that they were checking to see if it was back. So, but I know what they're talking about because when I first got on it, that's what I did every afternoon. Because you couldn't get on it at work. And at that time, when they first come out, I didn't have a phone that would, you couldn't get on it. The apps were not out yet. So, like I had to look at that before I could start supper. Junk like that. So, and I used to post every day. I've done challenges and post and, you know, I've done it. But I just don't do it much anymore. That's a big chip. Break that in half. So back to the movies. Do you watch any movies for Halloween? Is there anything that you watch every single year at this time? Ours was always It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I watch that every year. And Chucky here and there if he was out. And I watched Halloween, like I said, a few years ago for the first time. Watched Conjuring. We did that one Sunday. Now, I had to watch that through the day. Y'all. I don't like Conjuring. No. And the kids and I watched a movie. That reminded me. Kids and I watched a movie. Not really Halloween, but years ago called The Visit. Now, I know I'm always late to the ball game on this. I get it. But y'all, that movie, that one will mess with you too. And I don't think this will give it away, but there's a spot in it that the grandma comes. I think she's in the basement. I don't know. I think the kids are looking for her. And the grandma is on all fours. Her hair is pulled this way so you can't see her face. And she comes rolling up. And Kristen does that. She'd done that to me, I couldn't tell you how many times after we watched that movie. And I would just scream. I couldn't stand that. She would catch me off guard every time. But, like I said, it's not really a Halloween movie, but it's one of them scary ones, though. Or it scared me. I know. I'm wimpy. I know. I saw a little meme one time that said, we don't watch scary movies in this house because my mama said we don't let them spirits in here. Don't let those spirits come in the house. No. But seriously, some of that stuff, it'll mess with you. And I'm sure if I would have watched Michael for Halloween at a younger age, he would have been scarier. But he didn't really, I wasn't really all that scared at that movie. But like I said, had I been younger, yeah, I can see why that bothers a little kid. And y'all know I got scared at Spooky Woods. That stuff is something else. I remember when Annabelle come out, I would tell Mom all the time, Annabelle loves you. Mom was like, no, get that away from me. Now, Annabelle does bother me a little bit. It's like I told y'all, because when I saw that preview of her, you didn't see her, you just saw the top of her head. I just, she has bothered me from that day. Like, no, no. And wasn't she the little girl in, or the doll in Conjuring? I'm pretty sure she was. I'm pretty sure she was the one in that rocking chair. And then at the end of the movie, she wasn't in that rocking chair. Because I think I remember telling the kids, where's Annabelle? Why is she not in that rocking? There was one time somebody had a yard sale, and they had a Chucky doll standing there. I wanted that thing so bad, but Kristen was probably 5, 6, 7, somewhere around in there. No, Mommy, please, no, don't buy Chucky, no. Oh, fine. So I didn't buy him. But I could have me a Chucky doll. And once, I got on eBay and stuff like that, I started looking for him, but, and people want too much for him. And I don't want him all cut up. I want him like he looked in the original movie at the beginning. That's what I want. And that's what that doll was. But I missed my chance at having a Chucky. Happy play. That was good, y'all. That was real good. All right. I hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday. And I hope it goes well for you. You get everything accomplished that you need to. And that you're blessed with a good afternoon. And may the peace of the Lord be with you until I see you again. And take care. And I will see you tomorrow for Wednesday's edition of Tamara's Lunchbox. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.